stories this evening, sponsored by Courts, bringing value home. Opposition leader Aubrey Norton says GECOM chair appears to be poisoning the electoral system. Amplifies call for her removal. I've not been questioned by U.S. authorities. Gail Teixeira says the allegations shouldn't be taken seriously. Ministry of Education takes math intervention awareness campaign to Region 2. And treat disaster preparedness with urgency, PM Phillips tells Sedema. HGP Nightly News begins now. Good evening to our viewers here in Guyana and online. I'm Travis Chase with the Wednesday, November 6 edition of the HGP Nightly News. Here's what you need to know this evening. Opposition leader Aubrey Norton has called for the removal of retired Justice Claudette Singh after her position in the electoral body appears to be poisoning the entire electoral system. This story from Daisy Richards.
On Tuesday, scores of persons gathered in protest in front of the Guyana Elections Commission GECOM's Kingston office, calling for the removal of retired Justice Claudette Singh from her position as chair of GECOM, a clean voters list and biometrics for the upcoming general and regional elections. Aubrey Norton, the leader of the People's National Congress Reform (PNCR), who joined the protest, said actions of the current chairperson is allegedly poisoning the electoral system, making the road to 2025 elections difficult.
Claudette Singh has been voting with the PPP. Yes, it removes the independence from the commission, because before you had 3 PNC or APNU, AFC, depending on the period, and 3 PPP. And then the Elections Commission chairman was expected to be impartial.
Mr. Norton questioned the current partial posture of the chairperson.
You have a PPP-dominated commission that is supposed to deliver something that is independent of political partisanship.
He highlighted that Singh has compromised the entire electoral system, and if she is still employed, the upcoming elections will not reflect the will of the Guyanese people.
She is voting to appoint people to positions in GECOM, and the people they are appointing, many of them are known PPP people, which means you cannot expect a free and fair elections. By her very actions, she is creating the condition for bias, for results that do not reflect the will of the people.
The main political opposition has repeatedly called for the removal of the retired justice, since they believe she is biased and there must be transparency and credibility in the electoral process. For HGP Nightly News, I am Daisy Richards.
We have a response from a senior government minister on allegations that she was recently stopped and questioned by United States authorities. Here's more. Minister of Parliamentary Affairs and Governance Gail Teixeira has said that it's a lie that she was recently stopped and questioned by U.S. authorities.
I traveled in early September.
This year?
Yes.
And you were not questioned?
No. I've never been questioned. When we were in opposition in the 80s and 90s, I was questioned because of the PPP, being a member. But I have not been questioned as a Guyanese now, and nor from 92 onwards.
The governance minister was questioned on the sidelines of an anti-corruption workshop at the Pegasus Hotel on Tuesday.
I traveled recently, so I don't know where I've been, but I've been right here.
What is recently?
Well, I don't know what they said. They said recent. You ask them.
The minister sought to make light of the allegations that she was stopped by U.S. authorities and questioned about allegations of government corruption.
I don't know why you take all of that seriously.
Well, it's there.
I know, it's a nice photo, actually. I did like the fact that they used a decent photo of me instead of one that, I look awful. It was a decent picture. But no. I haven't been anywhere since early September, and no, I have not been questioned. And, that's it. That's it. No excitement there.
Most recently, former Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of Home Affairs, Mae Toussaint Thomas, was arrested and questioned at the U.S. Port of Miami. Her phone was also seized and her United States visa cancelled. The People's Progressive Party civic government did not investigate what had transpired, but simply transferred Thomas as permanent secretary to the Ministry of Labour. In June of 2024, Thomas resigned from the PBPC after she was officially sanctioned by the United States. Also, several Guyana Police Force officers, particularly Mitchell Caesar, head of the Major Crimes Unit of the Guyana Police Force, was also stopped and questioned. Travis Chase, HGP Nightly News. In a bid to strengthen accountability and transparency in public office, Minister of Parliamentary Affairs and Governance Gail Teixeira announced plans to reform the Integrity Commission Act of 1997. This story from Carice Gonzalez.
Minister of Parliamentary Affairs and Governance Gail Teixeira, during a recent sideline interview with reporters, emphasized that the government is taking a strong stance against individuals who fail to properly declare their assets. A major part of this initiative involves a thorough review of the Integrity Commission Act, which she believes requires more robust measures to ensure accountability.
With the Commission itself and our Ministry and the Attorney Generals, we've gone through the Act and we're making amendments. One, there are areas of weakness in terms of conflict of interest that needs to be further defined.
As part of these reforms, the government plans to implement a system for submitting assets declarations electronically. This will be coupled with cutting-edge cybersecurity measures to ensure all data remains secure, while streamlining the process for easier compliance.
A simple amendment we're making is that right now you report from June to June, which is very awkward for the declarants. And so one of the main amendments we're making to make it easier for declarants, less excuses in other words, and that is on a fiscal year, calendar year. So you'll report in April the same time. The proposal is to report the same time when you do your income tax. You also would do the same year for the Integrity Commission. So
plans are also in motion to fortify the law's reporting requirements with harsher penalties for those who fail to declare their assets on time. Teixeira also floated the idea of introducing a public shaming approach, where individuals who neglect to submit their asset declarations could be publicly listed.
That will be hopefully coming before the end of the year into Parliament.
The Integrity Commission Act was passed in Guyana in 1997. The Act requires all persons who hold public office or public life to declare their assets or make financial declarations to the Integrity Commission. The Act was established by Act No. 20 of 1997 and passed on the 24th of September of the same year. I am Carice Gonzalez reporting for the HGP Nightly News.
Thank you, Carice. Stay with us. There is more news ahead.
Make home yours every day with Courts. Everything you want. Make home yours anytime with Courts. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Ooh, oh, oh. Get value for your money. Ooh, oh, oh. Courts have the best quality. Home is what you make it. Best prices and good credit. Oh. Courts have it all. Home is what you make it. Top brands are sure to get it all. Courts have it all.
Courts has what you need to make home yours. You can get it all with easy payment plans using Courts Ready Finance. Courts, make home yours.
Welcome to SNL Electrical Inc., where lighting and electrical needs are met with expertise and style. From the latest in electrical lamps to durable cables, circuit breakers, panels, we have it all. Illuminate your space with our elegant chandeliers, stunning crystal lights, and versatile pole lights. Looking to upgrade your comfort? Explore top-of-the-line AC units and our diverse selections of stylish styles. Visit us at 170-180 Thomas Street, Kitty, Georgetown. Discover a solution that not only lights up your world but transforms it. Call us on telephone number 226-3018 or 223-1634. SNL Electrical Inc. powering your life with elegance, quality, and key.
You don't leave anything to chance. Every day you click it, lock it, and mask up. Now press, rub, and wash with Sterling Super Soap. Our antibacterial formula eliminates 99.9% of all germs and bacteria. Clean and moisturize your hands with 4 refreshing and rejuvenating fragrances. Get super clean with Sterling Super Soap.
Krishna Roth Establishment. No job is too small or too large. We specialize in all types of fabricating, machinery, excavator repairs, rice field pumps, and hydraulic hoses. Visit us at Lot 113, Block CC Monrepo, East Coast, Demerara, or call 220-9624, 616-9416, or 619-7880. At Krishna Roth Establishment, no job is too small or too large.
Welcome back to the HGP Nightly News. The US $1.5 billion Oko West Gold Project in Region 7, Cayuni Mazaruni, is set to commence operations in 2027. Here's more.
G Mining Ventures Corporation owns all of the mine, which is about 44 square kilometers and 95 kilometers southwest of Georgetown. Minister of Home Affairs Robson Ban said that the development of Oko West is a continuation of work which began in the sector several years ago. During remarks at an education forum held on Wednesday at the Pegasus Corporate Suites in Georgetown.
This development by G Mining, following on the renewal effort, is a $1.5 billion US investment. Might be more as we go along, we'll hear about it. An enormous development.
Minister Ben, a geologist by profession, noted that the development of the Oko West project is a major step towards re-energizing the natural resource sector.
There was a time when the bauxite operations were practically dead. The operations on the Burbis River were shut down.
Many Guyanese in the mining industry is poised to benefit from job opportunities when the project comes in stream, Ben said.
That it will require 1,700 persons to build a mine over two and a half years.
However, it is estimated that over 350,000 ounces will be produced annually. According to Beyond June, country manager of G Mining Ventures, the Oko West project marks a critical turning point in the development of Guyana's natural resources. With a strong emphasis on local employment and capacity building, June estimates that the operations establishment will result in the creation of at least 1,500 jobs.
Transparency is a core value for us, and it drives everything we do as we progress with this transformative project.
As part of Oko West corporate social responsibility, June said several strategic commitments were made to support further Guyanese development. Antonio D reporting for the HGP Nightly News.
Minister of Education Priya Manik-Chand has taken the National Mathematics Intervention Awareness Campaign to Region 2. You'll hear more from Daisy Richards.
Minister of Education Priya Manik-Chand on Wednesday during day 1 of the National Mathematics Intervention Awareness Campaign in Charity Region 2, Pomeroon Supinam, said the Caribbean Examinations Council CXC has indicated there are plans to increase math grades but did not divulge on those plans.
CXC has a plan that will be implemented in 2026. I just came from a CXC meeting. I expressed my concern at the length of time the body is taking to address what is a regional problem.
She added that the government has already begun offering a number of resources to directly address the situation.
We've sent out, and you will tell me if you got it, for every child, the relevant textbooks, scientific calculators, geometry sets, graph books, past papers.
The minister expounded that parents should encourage their children to use the resources, as the children cannot excel if the resources provided by the government aren't utilized.
If you're not going to send your children to school, they will fail exams. If you don't let them supervise them using the resources, you're not going to benefit from those resources.
CSEC results for 2024 indicated that of 11,612 students who registered for the Caribbean Secondary Examination Certificate, students acquiring grades 1 to 3 was 67.23%. There were 7 subjects where there were outstanding performances with students receiving grades 1 to 3, while English A and Mathematics had a decline of 3%. For HGP Nightly News, I am Daisy Richards.
Our developing story, the Guyana National Bureau of Standards is ramping up its monitoring efforts in response to concerns over counterfeit and mislabeled products amid a recent call from the Georgetown Chamber of Commerce and Industry. Chris Gonzalez is on the story.
In response to recent concerns about counterfeit, expired, and mislabeled products in the market, Head of Corporate Communications at the Guyana National Bureau of Standards, GNBS, Lloyd David, in an exclusive interview with Nightly News, has clarified its role. While acknowledging the call from the Georgetown Chamber of Commerce and Industry, GCCI, for the Bureau to conduct an investigation, GNBS emphasized that the request lacks specifics on which products should be examined, but assured that it is intensifying its monitoring efforts on products within its regulatory scope.
Even though the GCCI did not specify what products exactly you're speaking about, we just want to make it clear that we are taking the necessary actions to ensure that those products falling under our purview are effectively monitored.
In light of the concerns raised, David revealed that the GNBS is working to expand its team of inspectors to enhance its monitoring capacity. He also commended the GCCI for highlighting the issue, noting that it would aid in improving product oversight going forward.
I must admit that many of them are being imported at this time during the Christmas season, including electrical appliances, furniture, cell phones, or even tires and some other products that are regularly imported. We do not monitor everything. We monitor for labeling and quality requirements.
Additionally, the GCCI is calling on the Customs, Excise and Trade Operations of the Guyana Revenue Authority to enforce regulatory requirements for imported goods. The Chamber emphasizes the necessity for strict adherence to taxation laws and the fair application of regulations across all businesses in the sector. The GCCI is also advocating for respect of labor laws, urging the Ministry of Labor to ensure compliance with the Labor Act and the Occupational Health and Safety Act. I am Carice Gonzalez reporting for the HGP Nightly News.
Thank you, Carice. Stay with us. There is more news ahead.
Planning a cleanup? We can help. Sevon's Waste Management skip bins can be provided for home renovation projects, yard cleanup, or construction project. It's simple. Step 1, give us a call. Step 2, we put down the bin. Step 3, load it up with all of your junk. Step 4, we take it away. That's simple. Bins are also available in various sizes, so there is no job that is too big or too small. Call Sevon's Waste Management today at 218-1455.
GECOM is currently conducting a national registration exercise. Who can register? Anyone who will be 14 years or older by December 31, 2024 and is a Guyanese citizen by birth, descent, naturalization, or is a citizen from a Commonwealth country living in Guyana for 1 year or more. Where to apply for registration? You are required to visit the registration office that is responsible for the registration of persons in your area of residence to apply for registration. Office hours, Monday to Thursday, 8 to 12 hours, 13 hours to 16 hours 30, and Friday from 8 to 12 hours and 13 to 15 hours 30. The offices will be closed on weekends and holidays. This registration exercise will end on November 29, 2024. For further information, contact the GECOM on 225-027729 or visit the website www.gcom.org.gy.
Make home yours every day with Courts. Everything you want. Make home yours anytime with Courts. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Ooh, oh, oh. Get value for your money. Ooh, oh, oh. Courts have the best quality. Home is what you make it. Best prices and good credit. Oh. Courts have it all. Home is what you make it. Top brands, you're sure to get it all. Courts have it all.
Courts has what you need to make home yours. You can get it all with easy payment plans using Courts Ready Finance. Courts, make home yours.
Tropic Construction Solutions, we pride ourselves on being one of the leading distributors of high-quality woven and non-woven geotextile fabric, geotextile tubes, and geogrids for over 15 years in Guyana. We supply reflective vests, sleeves, quality hard hats, and more for your construction needs. We are located in number 2 Village, East Coast Berbice, 1 minute from Palmyra. Our distribution mechanism enables us to offer delivery across the city of Georgetown. Contact us at +5926-284-077 or visit our website at www.tcsgt.com.
This is the HGP Nightly News. G Mining Ventures will soon sign an agreement with the Board of Industrial Trading to train locals in the mining industry. You'll hear more in this report.
Oku West project will offer employment opportunities to many of these trainees, thereby enhancing the local workforce.
That was Country Manager of G Mining Ventures, Beyond John, speaking at the Oku West Project Education Forum. John noted that through a scholarship agreement with the University of Guyana, UG, several geology students have benefited from educational support in areas that will aid development of the labor force. G Mining Ventures Corporation is a mining company engaged in acquisition, exploration, and development of precious metal projects.
I truly believe that this project will transform not only the local economy, but the country, bringing sustainable development, meaningful employment, and long-lasting benefits to Guyana.
Meanwhile, Minister of Labour Joseph Hamilton said that due to the constant development in the natural resources sector, in areas such as mining, technical expertise is necessary. As G Mining Ventures is on the verge of developing its human resource capacity, Minister Hamilton said that in the interim, Guyanese must be offered requisite training.
Our hope is that together we can train, develop, and nurture men and women of Region 7 primarily, who will be working with this company.
Antonio De reporting for the HGP Nightly News.
While highlighting progress in disaster preparedness, Guyana's Prime Minister has sounded
development in the natural resources sector in areas such as mining, technical expertise is necessary. As G Mining Ventures is on the verge of developing its human resource.
Mark Phillips wants Caribbean countries to treat disaster preparedness and resilience with urgency. PM Phillips told the meeting that, quote, the La Nina-induced floods of 2021 and the El Nino-driven wildfires of 2023 to 2024 are not isolated. They are a clarion call to all of us in the Caribbean, unquote. The Prime Minister urged Caribbean leaders to integrate into their policies disaster preparedness so that it can spread across industries from education and healthcare to agriculture and tourism. Quote, we must engage our communities, particularly our youth, in this mission. They are active participants in securing our future. We must therefore empower our young people to engage in disaster preparedness to foster a generation that values and understands resilience, a generation that will be well prepared to lead, unquote, the Prime Minister said. The Prime Minister also emphasized Guyana's progress in disaster management and resilience to the point where significant strides were made in adopting a comprehensive disaster management approach aligned with the priorities of the Sendai Framework for Disaster Risk Reduction 2015 to 2030 and SEDIMA's Regional Comprehensive Disaster Management Strategy 2014 to 2024. He said that while it is impossible to prevent disasters from occurring, deliberate steps can be taken to mitigate the impact of disasters and ensure that communities and countries are prepared and resilient in the face of adversity. The Prime Minister noted too that Guyana's Disaster Risk Management Bill, which is currently under review, aims to establish a solid legal framework to managing both natural and the human-induced hazards in Guyana. For HGP Nightly News, I am Daisy Richards.
Your regional news is up next.
This is Offshore Diaries.
Make home yours every day with Courts. Everything you want. Make home yours anytime with Courts. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Ooh, oh, oh. Get value for your money. Ooh, oh, oh. Courts have the best quality. Home is what you make it. Best prices and good credit. Oh. Courts have it all. Home is what you make it. Top brands, you're sure to get it all. Courts have it all.
Courts has what you need to make home yours. You can get it all with easy payment plans using Courts Ready Finance. Courts, make home yours.
East Coast get ready. Saturday, November 9th. Julius Place on the Backless Public Road. Gonna be lit when Chrissy's Beauty Haven preserve their first anniversary brunch and glow neon color edition. Color show and jam. Live in the place. It's gonna be the queen of those ass. Out of TNT. Lady Lava.
Outside with my girls this summer. Yo, you don't know it's Lady Lava and it's all about Chrissy Beauty Haven. First anniversary. We're doing it in neon colors, brunch style. Right? Julia's Palace, the 9th of November, people Lady Lava coming and perform live. Now, Backless, not good again.
Yeah, she got done the place.
Right now, I'm in the SF mood. Yeah.
Warrior's Choice, DJ Pepper Feeling and DJ Maga. New Money Entertainment and Entertainment Jammer. It's gonna turn it up. Session kicks off at 6 p.m. and admission's just $5,000. There'll be giveaways by Lady P, Nail Salon and Spa, Korean Classic Couture, Chicken King, Legal Entertainment, Lace and Bundles by Jasmine, June's Barber Studio, Luxury Wings by Trey, Wax Perfectly Wax, Queen Fiona's Fashion Diary, Slade by Val, Hair Makeup Slade, Quail's Exotic Decor and Design, Chrissy's Beauty Haven, and Lady G Auto Sales. Saturday, November 9th, now Backless comes alive with Lady Lava.
I'm to find the consequences of having a good job.
The Guyana Elections Commission GECOM is currently conducting a national registration exercise. Who can register? Anyone who will be 14 years or older by December 31st, 2024 and is a Guyanese citizen by birth, descent, naturalization, or is a citizen from a Commonwealth country living in Guyana for 1 year or more. How to apply for registration? You must visit the GECOM registration office that is responsible for the registration of persons from your area of residence to apply for registration or name change or correction. You must be in possession of the following source documents as might be relevant: original birth certificate or valid Guyana passport for new registration, original marriage certificate and original birth certificate in the case of a name change by way of marriage, original deed poll and original birth certificate in the case of a name change by deed poll, original naturalization certificate and original birth certificate in the case of naturalization. This registration exercise will end on November 29th, 2024. For further information, please contact GECOM on the following hotline numbers: 225-027729, 226-6557, 223-9650, or visit the GECOM website at www.gecom.org.gy.
Good evening, I'm Daisy Richards and welcome to Wednesday's edition of the Regional News. We begin with news from Antigua and Barbuda. A member of Antigua and Barbuda's parliament was found dead at his home early on Tuesday, and police in the Caribbean island nation are investigating the case as a possible murder, according to local media outlet Times Caribbean Online. Citing police sources, it reported that Asot Michael's body was found in a pool of blood at his home in the town of St. Peter, Antigua. Other outlets were carrying similar reports. Michael previously served as Tourism, Economic Development and Energy Minister under Prime Minister Gaston Brown. While in the Bahamas, authorities are investigating two separate violent incidents that occurred in the Bahamas on November 4. Police are searching for a male suspect after a deadly altercation in the Bay and Tongue area. According to preliminary reports, a social gathering was taking place on Augusta Street around 10 p.m. when an argument broke out between two men in the backyard. The dispute escalated and one of the men struck the other with an unspecified object. The victim suffered fatal head injuries and collapsed at the scene. Emergency responders pronounced the man dead upon arrival. In a separate event on the same day, a 19-year-old man was seriously injured in a shooting in the Mason Addition neighborhood. Around 7:20 p.m., the spot shotter system detected gunfire in the area of Hercules Street and Mason Way. Initial reports indicate the victim was riding a bicycle eastbound on Hercules Street when two unknown male assailants approached him. One of the suspects pulled a firearm and opened fire on the cyclist before both suspects fled the scene. The wounded 19-year-old was transported to the hospital and is currently listed in serious condition. Police are actively investigating both cases. Now internationally. Donald Trump was elected president, capping a remarkable comeback 4 years after he was voted out of the White House and ushering in a new American leadership likely to test democratic institutions at home and relations abroad. Trump 78 recaptured the White House on Wednesday by securing more than 270 electoral college votes needed to win the presidency. Edison Research projected following a campaign of dark rhetoric that deepened the polarization in the country. The former president's victory in the swing state of Wisconsin pushed him over the threshold. As of 5:45 a.m., Trump had won 279 electoral votes to Harris's 223, with several states yet to be counted. He also led Harris by about 5 million votes in the popular count. Trump's political career had appeared to be over after his false claims of election fraud led a mob of supporters to storm the U.S. Capitol on January 6, 2021, in a failed bid to overturn his 2020 defeat. But he swept away challengers inside his Republican Party and then beat Democratic candidate Kamala Harris by capitalizing on voter concerns about high prices and what Trump claimed, without evidence, was a rising crime due to illegal immigration. Republicans won a U.S. Senate majority, but neither party appeared to have an edge in the fight for control of the House of Representatives, where Republicans currently hold a narrow majority. Major stock markets around the world rallied following Trump's victory, and the dollar was set for its biggest one-day jump since 2020. Thank you for watching. Until next time.
Norton says GECOM chair appears to be poisoning the electoral system, amplifies call for her removal. I've not been questioned by U.S. authorities. Gail Teixeira says the allegations shouldn't be taken seriously. Ministry of Education takes math intervention awareness campaign to Region 2 and treat disaster preparedness with urgency, PM Phillips tells Sedema. Those are our major headlines. For these stories and more, please go to our website. It's www.hgptv.com. I'm Travis Chase. Thanks for watching.